welcome back. Core 2020 bundle time. Now, I just recently opened up a pre-release pack from Core 2020 and made out like a bandit. Got some really good cards. I've heard some people saying that Core 2020 is like one of the most valuable sets you can open right now, as far as just overall randomly getting good bang for your buck. Now, there's not a lot of really big money cards like some of the other sets, but it seems to be more consistent with getting decent cards that are worth a little bit out of pretty much every pack. So let's see if we have just as good of luck as we did with the pre-release. Again, I still don't really know the values too much because I literally did that opening a little earlier today. So I still don't know the values too much, so I may be completely off, and just like the other one might be underestimating the value of some of the cards or whatever. But oh jeez, I'm not underestimating the strength of this wrapper. Holy moly. It is kind of late. I'm kind of tired. Could just be me. So toss that aside. All right, I do like the bundle packs just because you get the cool box. And this other cool spacer that I haven't found a use for yet. But it's got the logo on it. See the logo? Ooh. Aside from that, it's pretty useless. Anyway. So, we do have something in here. Oh, don't steal. Stealing is bad. Bad stuff. They can track you. See that? They can track you right there. Anyway. So it looks like there's some art inside, but it looks pretty lame inside the thing. I don't know if you can see that. Not much art. It just basically says Core 2020, so I'm going to toss that aside. Discover a wealth of information. Send you their website. Got you so fired up. I don't know. Why is she fired up? It's like you just told her that dress makes her look fat or something. Anyways. Moving on. Let's see what we got on this guy. Alright, so. Open it up. We got trying to sell us more stuff. Got to sell us more stuff because we just spent a bunch of money on this thing. God knows we need to buy more. A couple of tip cards and stuff. Looks like a land pack and a Chandra's Regulator foil. So I'm not sure if these are random or not. I'm not sure if there's lands underneath this one. I haven't opened one of these yet. What's it say on the thing? I probably should have looked at that first. Yeah, let's look at that first. Okay. So it looks like we got, let me get centered on the camera. So alternative art premium foil Chandra's Regulator card. Okay, so it's the same in every single one. And most likely, yep, it says 20 premium foil and 20 regular basic lands. This is a pack of regular basic lands, so most likely underneath the Chandra there's 20 foil basic lands. So we'll toss those aside. We don't need to open those because we already know what's in them. We got 10 of the Core 2020 booster packs. We got the box, and we should have an oversized spin down counter. So should have done that first. It was a long day. All right, so here's our 10 packs and our spin down counter. Ooh. Now this is a nice looking one. Again, I don't like how they did the M20 logo because it's off center and I'm kind of a little OCD about it. It's kind of freaking me out. But it is cool color. I like the color. I like the black and silver kind of stripes and the red lettering. All right, push this out of the, well, let's get this out of the way in general here so you can see the cards better because that's why you're here. You don't care about my arms, or you don't care about the box. You care about what's inside here. So let's find out. Get right to it. All right. First pack coming. All right. Looks like we got hardcover, Green Eagle, Flame Sweep, and Night Pack Ambusher. Again, no idea about the value of these things, so I'm just kind of going through them just to see what I get. And one of these useless enters the battlefield, taps lands. Stop. These are just wasting space. It's a waste of number. It's a waste of ink. Nobody's going to use these. A booster draft, maybe, but nobody's actually going to stack a land that comes into play tapped. Unless it does something a whole lot cooler than just give you one life. So, anyways. I could be wrong. Am I wrong? Are you guys using these things? Do you guys actually like these stupid lands? I mean, I love dual lands, but not when they come into play tapped. Mana is supposed to accelerate, not slow you down. Devout Decree, Tombbound Lich, Brineborn Cutthroat, and Riding Regisaur. I think he's a couple dollar card, unfoiled. The pre-release I got him foil, which was really nice. This one's not foil, unfortunately. I don't know why I'm shaking it like it's a foil, so you can see, because it's not foil. But he's a pretty good pull, I think. Basic land. And a wolf token. Next pack. Commons nobody wants to see. Gauntlets of Light. Woodland Champion. Mask of Immolation. And Immolation, good band. Leyline of Anticipation. I think the ley lines, I think some of them are worth a little bit. Oh yeah, I think this one's actually worth a few bucks. I think that was a pretty good pull there. So that's what I'm kind of noticing, is that it seems like all the rares are worth a little bit in this set. So it's pretty neat. Tapped lands. We don't want our lands coming into play tapped. We can't use them if they're tapped. The only way that we want them coming into play tapped is like the second land a turn. If you can play this as like your second land in one turn coming into play tapped, that's fine, because then you're faster next turn. But Wizards, stop doing the tapped lands. We don't want them going into play tapped. We're not going to use them. All right. Noxious Grasp, Goblin Ringleader. Isn't that a reprint? Old reprint from isn't that like Fallen Empires, I think? I could be wrong. It's been a long time. Wolf Rider Saddle and Temple of Mystery. Scry one. Scry one is nice, but it comes into play tapped. That's not a rare land. Seriously, it's not a rare land. It comes into play tapped. Unless you can play this as a second land in one turn, we're not going to use it. Is anybody using these? Tell me if you're using these. The scry feature is cool, but it comes into play tapped. I wouldn't use it. Are you guys actually using this? Comment in the comment section. Let me know if you're actually using those things. Ooh, foil rare. Field of the Dead. Are you kidding me? I think that's one of the bigger ones. Yeah, that is like a huge card. Woo, look at that foil Field of the Dead. All right. I think that's like the second highest priced card in the whole set. Oh, third highest priced by the looks of it, according to the price list I'm looking at. So yeah, it enters the battlefield tapped. Why is this such an expensive card? I guess it's that new style of colorless mana that I keep seeing. I'm still kind of unsure about that. Comment and let me know kind of why that's such a good thing. And are you using this card coming into battlefield tapped? Oh, it gives you a 2/2 black zombie creature token if you have 7 lands in play already. Why is this worth so much? But it is, and this is foil. So that probably paid for the pack. By the looks of it, I think that one's going to pay for the pack. Ooh, demon token. I like demon tokens. That is nice. I'm so glad they're back to doing stuff like demons and evil and stuff like that. And this age 13 plus, that is actually good. If you watch some of my other videos of me talking about it, one of the main reasons I quit in the early days for a little while. I mean, there's many reasons. Obviously, finances was one of them, and just things being crazy in my life, and a lot of my friends leaving the game. But the reason a lot of my friends left the game, which resulted kind of in me leaving the game, was that they started really catering the game towards young little kids, and it really ruined the Magic nights. I mean, nothing against the little kids. They were being kids. They were being rambunctious and ruining things and stealing things and throwing temper tantrums about losing and stuff like that. Anyways, I'll keep going here. Chandra's Regulator. So that was the one that we got the foil of. So it looks like we got a foil one and a regular one with different arts. So I think that might be a couple dollar card, maybe. I don't know. Not really sure. And a good old tap dual land. Wolf token. So, like I said, it seems like every one of these packs, you kind of get some kind of rare that's worth a little something. I'm sure there's a few rares that aren't worth anything, but overall, I think this set was not badly designed as far as financial, bang for the buck goes. Sky Knight Vanguard, Vampire Dire Moon, Howling Giant, and Villis, Broker of Blood. He's the Broker of the Blood. Not really sure how much he's worth. Like I said, I'm really terrible at this. You guys know better than I do, so you guys are probably either freaking out or going, oh, just move on, that one's terrible. So, basically, and a foil common, the Fortress Crab. He's pretty crabby. Nice foil, though. Not as nice as that Field of the Dead. That was a good one. Zombie token. And back in the old days, we didn't have tokens at all. That kind of sucked. We just used whatever random thing we had. Most of the time, we just used dice as a token. We just roll it to whatever the power and toughness were. If they were split different power and toughness, that made it annoying. We had to use 2 dice, but for 1 token, yeah, Anyways, Meteor Golem, Ember Hauler, Cryptic Caves. Hey, a land that doesn't come into play tapped? Oh my god, it's amazing. It's amazing. Can you believe it? A land that doesn't come into play tapped. A land that doesn't slow you down to sluggish speeds. Anyways. Oh, Vivian, are you kidding me? Holy moly. That is the most expensive card in the set, according to any of the price lists I have looked at. So we now have 2 cards, both of which easily paid for this bundle pack. Well, this one may not have completely paid for it, but it paid a large chunk of it. I probably overpaid for this one. So the Arcbow Ranger Planeswalker, that is the most expensive card in Core 2020 from what I've seen. And here it is in my hand. Yeah, bang for the buck. It looks like it's really hard to beat 2020, which is amazing. It's a core set that is more valuable than the expansions right now. I don't get it. I mean, no, there is some expansion cards worth a lot more than any of the cards in this set, but just overall, opening packs for Core 2020, you can't go wrong. Now, maybe if you open 1 pack and you get a bulk rare, that would suck, but if you open a few packs of this, you're probably going to get your money back. I mean, it just seems like this is a really value-laden set. Okay, Blood-Soaked Altar, God's Willing, Portal of Sanctuary, and Bishop of Wings. Your wings need their own bishop, apparently. Got no idea if he's any valuable at all. White I've seen over the years generally doesn't have a whole lot of massive value to it. It's, because it's the kinder, gentler magic color, And black's all about death and destruction, and red is just about burning you alive as fast as possible. Green's all about getting those big, nasty creatures out faster than they really should get on the board. And blue is all about control and permission, but white's just kind of, white's there. White's a good offset. I like to use white with other colors a lot, but it's been a long time since I've seen a mono white deck that was effective. Okay, Salvager of Ruin, Chandra Novus Pyromancer. That's actually a really good uncommon. So that's good money card for an uncommon slot, which is actually good. You don't see that very often these days. Barkhide Troll. It's almost like Wizards knows what they're doing when it comes to creating money in these sets. All right, and Leyline of Abundance. Another Leyline. I'm not sure if this one's worth a whole lot. Not really sure. You guys know. You know more than I do. And one of these tapped dual lands. Ooh, that elemental token is actually really cool. I think that's the first time I've seen that one. That's good looking artwork. I love that. I like how they do the full art on the tokens. I think the full art thing, it's disappointing that they didn't do it on a broader scale earlier. I mean, it's cool that those full art cards are worth so much right now. People are making bank on those things, especially with the Throne of Eldraine, those collector's boosters. I've got a box of those coming. I will open the entire box on camera for you guys. Probably the most expensive thing I bought since I got back into it. Was not cheap, but I opened one in a gift edition, and it was a banger. I got a Garruk, and I think I got a foil passage. The Garruk full art was in the bonus slot too, so it wasn't even one of the variant packs. It just happened to be in the bonus slot. So that was nice. Anyways, that video is up, I'm sure, already. All right, we got a gruesome scourger. This is our last pack. We've already paid for the box almost 2 times over. So let's see what we get in this one. We might pay for it 3 times over. Corpse Knight, Fry, and Masterful Replication is our final rare. No clue. No clue if it's worth anything. Don't know. Don't know at all. It's not on the list of the cards that I've got sitting over here to the side, so I don't know. But it is a rare, and it's blue. Usually the blue rares hold a little bit of value. Blue's fun to play. All right, and a wolf token for our last token. So overall, obviously, I made out really well as far as bang for the buck goes, because I got the Vivian, which is the most expensive card in the set, and I got the foil Field of the Dead, which is the 3rd most expensive card in the set. So that's a nice pull. I couldn't be happier with that pull, those 2 pulls actually. And then I know there's some other cards in the rares that actually turned out to be pretty decent money cards. Oh, I wasn't lined up on the cameras. I'm still getting used to this whole YouTube thing, so bear with me. It'll get better. Yeah, that guy I know is worth some money. So, and the Anticipation was also a good money card. So yeah, there's some good stuff in here. So the Core 2020 just doesn't seem to disappoint. I might have to actually pick up a couple boxes of the boosters. Normally, I never have in the past. I've never gone for the core sets. I've always gone for the expansions because that's where all the money was. That's where all the value was. I mean, not just money. I didn't ever sell cards up until recently, but that's where all the value seemed to be. That's where the cards you wanted were, you know, because core sets just all reprints and stuff. So usually it wasn't worth a lot. But this Core 2020 set seems to be really just, you know, kicking butt and taking names when it comes to bang for the buck. I don't think you can go wrong with it. Everything I've opened so far, I've made money on. So hey, thanks for sticking around with me. I know I ramble a lot. I'm still getting used to doing the videos. Every like and subscribe and share is really, really, truly appreciated. Every comment, even if you're calling me a dummy and be like, oh, you know, quit again, you loser. You know, it still helps the algorithm. So hey, insult me all you want. I got thick skin. I can handle it. But thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around, you guys. More videos to come. Thanks.